Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Not only green in summer's heat, but also winter snow and sleet.
We're Sussex Christmas Trees. We're based on 2 farms here in Sussex. This one at Linfield near Haywards Heath, and another farm at Five Ashes near Heathfield. We've got between them about 100,000 Christmas trees growing in the ground, and most of them will be this type of tree. So it's the Nordmann fir, holds its needles really well, symmetrical shape, and because people buy their Christmas tree a bit earlier these days, they like them to not drop their needles as much. We do have other varieties growing though, so in total we have 10 varieties of Christmas tree, so people can pick something a bit more unusual like a blue spruce or a lodgepole pine or even our very own Sussex fir. There's 3 main parts to our business. So the retail side, where people can come and pick their own tree and cut it in the field, bring the family, bring the dog, look at the animals, get some food, all that sort of stuff. Then we have our online business, so send me a Christmas tree. People all over the country can order a tree from us and we'll send it to them via a courier. And then the third part is our business to business part of the business, which is where we sell big monster trees like this to customers like hotels or town councils. So for example, we do the tree for Southwater, we do the hotel just down the road, Ashdown Park Hotel, and customers like that come back to us every year to get a nice big tree to show off in their premises.
So basically with the trees, what we do, we normally get them from Sussex Trees, which basically is near Haywards Heath. All the trees we get are Nordmann, so they're non-drop. They last a lot longer rather than spruce. We get them end of November, depending on functions and if we've got party nights and things. And they start going in normally about the end of just the last week of November. And then we bring them in, we put them in, we spray them with a product called Wilt-Proof, which protects it's a fire retardant, but also it's like a glue. It keeps the needles, because you will get some drop, but we'll keep them all in there. So we spray them, and then that's where Sarah takes over with the
decorating
and the lights.
Maintenance normally do the lights for us, and then the housekeeping team get all the decorations on, and we just kind of move from tree to tree.
Yes,
there's a lot of coordination.
It's good teamwork. But what normally happens, we wait for the restaurant. Restaurant normally is the tricky one, because obviously we have people in the restaurant having breakfast, and we've got normally a window of opportunity.
It's normally about an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, about an hour. So that tree's got to go in, get decorated, and we've got to be out ready for service. So it's tricky, but we do it. We get 27 trees, but we have a second lot to
we have to change them part way through. So just before Christmas, we change them over so that they're fresh for the Christmas guests.
So we've got trees from 16 foot down to 5 foot, I think, the smallest ones.
Hello, welcome to Petworth. My name is Sarah. I am the Senior Programming and Partnerships Officer here, which means part of my job is being responsible for Christmas. So this year at Christmas we are celebrating with a tremendous Christmas. We have over 80 trees across the whole of the property, outside and inside, for our visitors to come and enjoy. So Christmas trees go way back to Georgian times, being in people's houses. They were first brought inside by Queen Charlotte, but it wasn't until Queen Victoria and Prince Albert brought in a Christmas tree in their home, decorated it with sweets, with candles, and this image was printed in a newspaper with her and her family around a Christmas tree, and that is when Christmas trees became really popular in people's homes. So we'll go and take a look at all of the other wonderful trees we've got here at Petworth today. So here we are stood in the square dining room, where on the walls hang portraits of 7 generations of the family that have lived at Petworth over the last 900 years. So in this room it only felt right to create a family tree to represent the interests and the hobbies of those family members. So we have got decorations to represent the 9th Earl, who was also nicknamed the Wizard Earl. So he was rather unfortunate in that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and was locked up in the Tower of London. So we have decorations to represent that, including Guy Fawkes and the Tower of London itself. He was very interested in science and alchemy and collected a lot of books. So there are also decorations from cauldrons to science equipment and even some books on here to represent his interests. So we then move a few generations along onto the 3rd Earl of Egremont and his wife Elizabeth Iliff. So they were here in roughly Georgian times. He was a very interesting character. He was a great patron of British art, very well known for commissioning Turner. So we have 19 Turners at Petworth that you can see. He also had a very strong interest in horse racing, many different ventures, and also enjoyed a party. So on his death in 1837, there was a big collection of wine, champagne and port found in the cellars. So we have that represented here on the tree. And his wife Elizabeth Iliff, she was an incredibly strong woman ahead of her time. So she did all sorts of incredible things, such as experimenting with growing potatoes and wrote a paper on this. She invented a tool to help estate workers move heavy equipment on the estate, and she also commissioned some of the Blakes that we have here at Petworth as well. And we also have some science equipment on the tree to represent her interest, as she also had a science lab here at Petworth too. So there's all sorts of decorations on this tree that represent some of the different things the family achieved in their lifetimes. So do come and have a close look at and see what you can see. Welcome to the Marble Hall. So this was the original entrance to the house, where guests would have been brought in through the park and in through the doors. So our Christmas theme in this room this year is bringing the outside in, and we have created this wonderful Christmas tree forest that you can see behind me. So we've got lots of lovely details, from this warm hut with a fire glowing inside. We have got 2 deer, as the park is home to a herd of 700 fallow deer, and we've also got a very adorable mouse house scene, all handmade by our wonderful volunteers here at Petworth. In this room there are over 20 trees, 3,000 baubles and about 4,000 fairy lights, so it's quite a task to put together. We are now stood in the little dining room. So Christmas this year in this room we have taken inspiration from the floral prints on the ceramics here at Petworth and from the William Morris style inspired curtains. So here we have made, along with our wonderful team of volunteers, we've spent months making over 400 handmade paper flower decorations using different origami and folding and cutting techniques to create all of these flowers that adorn this tree in the centre of the room here. So you can see a couple that are the William Morris print and some that are in complementary colours for Christmas and to the room as well. And we've also got some on the garland and the table to really pick up the lovely blue and white ceramics that we have in this room. Welcome to the carved room. So this is one of our showstopper rooms at Petworth where there are beautiful carvings adorning the walls, many by Grinling Gibbons. You've got Henry VIII in the centre of the room, you've got some members of the family, you've got royals and you've got Turners in this room as well. So there is a lot of beautiful collection in this room to see. And being the carved room, it only felt right to put some carved trees into this room. So these carved trees are all made by chainsaw, by a local chainsaw carver from Sussex Chainsaw Carvings, Alistair Craig, and he has done a brilliant job with some redwood to create these carved Christmas trees for us. They are made from redwood, and some people think they look like giant pine cones and some people think they look like Christmas trees, so I will leave it to you to decide what you think. So here in the red room stands our wonderful 12-foot tall tree that is adorned by stars made by our local community and partners that we have worked with this year. We're very lucky here at Petworth to have such a wonderful group of community groups, organisations and partners around us. So on this tree there are many different stars made by some of those groups. So we have the Petworth and District Community Association, the Worthing National Trust Members Supporters Group, the Chichester Festival Theatre. They've made a star for each decade of their opening with lovely images from their archive on each star. We have got the Sylvia Beaufoy Youth Club who have made some great decorations on all of their activities they've done this year. We have also got Chichester Culture Spark, which was a project set up to celebrate culture across the Chichester district, and the stars on this tree here have made by refugees and asylum seekers down in Chichester. We've got decorations made by the Chichester College, the Petworth Festival, and the list goes on and on. So we're very lucky here at Petworth to have such a wonderful community around us. So our final stop at Christmas here at Petworth is in the chapel. So the chapel is the oldest part of the house at 900 years old. It was originally freestanding but has later been built around and built in to be part of the house. And for Christmas this year it only felt right to give a space to our visitors to do some contemplation and leave their Christmas wish for the year. So as you can see, the 5 trees in this room are filled with many different wishes that all of our visitors have left behind. And there's some really lovely heartfelt ones from remembering friends and family to wishing for peace and all of their Christmas gifts that they are hoping to receive this year. So thank you very much for coming to see our Christmas here at Petworth House, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Not only green in summer's heat, but also winter snow and sleet. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Oh Christmas tree, of all the trees most